you. Don't forget, tomorrow we have a quiz. The quiz is specifically on graphing absolute value equations. Okay? Okay, so let's start off with graphing y equals the absolute value of x. Go ahead and do that on your paper.
Will this be on our midterm or no?
Yes, it will.
Will we have a midterm study guide?
I'm going to give you part of it today.
Do you know how many questions our midterm is?
I do know how many questions. Yes, I do.
How many?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh, we're not allowed to know?
You don't need to know right now. No.
Can we find out later?
Yeah, when you take your midterm.
Oh my gosh. That's harsh.
Yeah, I'm harsh.
Yeah.
You want 200 questions?
Is it more or less than
Is
200?
it more or less than one Scantron?
It's not a Scantron.
We don't get a Scantron?
No.
Mr. Scotto gave us 3 Scantrons.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Freshman
year?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
I said 50. No, we need 4 Yeah, because
Okay, did everybody graph it? Okay, hold up your book so I can see it. Hold up your book. So I can see it. Oh, now that I say hold it up, all of a sudden I don't know how to do
I
it.
did it.
Okay,
Did I do it right?
good.
Oh, yeah. It's the B shape.
Okay, absolute value. Hey, listen, this is how you remember. Absolute value is a V. V for value.
Oh,
V for value. Absolute value is a V. So this is just boink. And that's all there is to it.
That's all you
You
have
don't have
to
to
do.
put the other dots.
For the absolute value, no. That's all you have to do. Okay? Okay, so now let's get more complicated. Okay, I'm going to leave that there so that you can see it, right? In fact, I'm going to go ahead and fill in some points. Let's see, 1, 1, negative 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 2, 2, and that's good enough. Okay, there are arrows on the ends because it does continue to go on forever. Okay, so if I have y equals the absolute value of x plus 2, that means the v moves up 2. So we take every point on the v and we move it up 2. 1, 2, right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there is my absolute value of x plus 2.
And even though we moved it up, we don't have to do the points, right?
As long as you move it to the right spot. Yeah, go ahead and do the point so we make sure that you're doing it accurately. Okay. The points are real easy. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2, negative 3, 3, right? Okay, so what do you think this one would look like? Absolute value of x minus 3.
We go down. We go
From where? Which color?
orange.
The orange moves down 3, yes. Every single point moves down 3. And you do count the axis. So this point moves down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Every point moves down 3. Okay? They're pretty easy, right? Okay. So up and down, that's when we add or subtract a number outside the absolute value. Now, if I add or subtract a number inside the absolute value, it's a little bit different. Okay. So let's say, for instance, that we have y equals the absolute value of x plus 2, like this. Okay. Inside the absolute value moves it left or right. Okay. Now, the hard thing is, or the different thing, it's not really hard, is that it moves it the opposite of what you would think. When you say plus 2 going left or right, you would normally think moving it to the right because that's where positive 2 is. But we're going to move it the opposite direction. So this is going to move 2 to the left. So all of my points will be 2 to the left. Bless you. Okay. So this is what my V will look like now. It's still a V because it's still an absolute value, but I moved it 2 to the left. When it's inside the absolute value, it moves left or right. And it moves the opposite of what you would expect. Okay.
So if it was a negative 2, it would move to the right?
That's correct. Yes. So y equals the absolute value of x minus 3. Where's that going?
To the right.
How many?
3.
3 to the right. Very good.
2.
So this goes 3 to the right.
And there's a quiz on this tomorrow?
This is what the quiz is on tomorrow, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Everybody got that? No? What are you having trouble with?
That's the deal.
No, I do, I'm just.
You just haven't copied it. Okay.
So is this it, or is there more?
There's more.
Oh, okay.
Is this gonna get harder?
Not a whole lot.
Because this is really confusing. Yeah. Alright, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, don't shout it out. Don't shout it out, okay? Okay, I'm going to erase the white. I'm erasing the white. Okay, and I'm going to leave the orange up there because that's what the original equation looks like. That's what an original absolute value looks like. Okay. So what we're going to do, we have to move it 2 directions now. Okay. So the plus 2 inside the absolute value, what does that do?
Move it to the left.
Moves it to the left. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it to the left and I'm going to draw a dotted line because we're not finished. Okay. So I'm just drawing a dotted line because I'm not finished. All I did right now was I moved it to the left because of the plus 2 inside there. Now, what do you think we do with that plus 1?
You have to move it up.
Move it up 1. So now I'm going to move it up 1. Now I'll draw that solid line because it is finished. And there we go.
Over to the left.
That's our answer. That's what the graph looks like. Okay. So this is not actually part of the graph, right? None of that's part of the graph. Right? That's my final answer, like that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have you try one on your own. Y equals the absolute value of x minus 4 minus 3. Try this one by yourself. Okay, so I'm going to start by just sketching in very lightly what the absolute value equation looks like, right? This is what it looks like if I don't move it. This is just your absolute value of x. We call that our base function, right? That's where we start. Okay, now what's the minus 4 do? To the right 4. Okay, so here if I move it to the right 4, that's what it looks like. So I'm going to label this absolute value of x minus 4. Okay. And then down 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Right. And we're finished.
Couldn't you technically go down 3 first and then up?
Yes, you could.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you could. Okay. Okay. On your quiz tomorrow, I would like things labeled like this. I want to see the dotted lines where you're moving it and stuff. So the stages, right? And labeled. Any questions for me? Okay, I have a worksheet for you. Okay. It's in your Google Classroom. Worksheet is on graphing absolute value equations.